Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all appropriate supervised ages, outside the dilapidated Castle Grayskull, in front of the exclusively in theaters Snake Mountain in the Hobo Jungle, I bring to you another Reno McDallas Reviews. Or review, I guess. I don't have to say it plural, right? I mean, there's been a lot of them. There's your nail. I wonder what that was from. Who knows? Anyway, got some accessories from the last episode I need to move. All right, here we go. So, we're going to go over a bunch of Superman stuff. This is actually, I'm recording this in two parts. So part of it, it'll be like halfway through, we're going to have our throw figures at the door, and then we'll have a whole bunch more to open after that. So it'll be like a two-parter, right? Like I'm videotaping this. How old am I again? Old. I'm recording this before McFarlane ships my theatrical edition Superman and my Metamorpho. I'm showing you my popcorn stuff I got from going to see Superman, which was not woke, no matter what they want to tell you. And there you go. Look at that. They look great, don't they? Not a lot of popcorn can go in that, but I had a mellow yellow limeade in that. That was really good. So if you have the Coke Freestyle at your AMC theater or at Wendy's or anything, I recommend those. Those are delicious. Really good. But yes, the theatrical figures aren't going to be here for a bit, some of them. And then others won't, because it's not shipping. McFarlane ships pre-order toys all together. So I ordered those at the same time I ordered the Superpowers versions of the Superman toys. And they aren't out yet, right? So I got to wait till all of them are out for them to do this. So this might even be a video that releases after a different video. Something might come out first. But I don't think I've got anything else pre-ordered. I mean, I've already paid my pre-orders, but I can't remember if I've got anything else. I think there's a She-Hulk somewhere. But that's about it. So anyway, the reason I'm flapping this figure around at you, and you know I don't review these very often, at all, ever. They kind of remind me of the old toys that, well, you know, I've got that giant size thing. I've got a Venom back here somewhere too, and a Spider-Man as well. But anyway, my daughter got me that when she went yard selling. She's like, I wanted to buy Dad a figure. And she said, hey, don't they still make these? Yes. And she's like, you should go get my favorite, Guy Gardner. That's right. Guy Gardner is her favorite person from the Superman movie. And then I went ahead and got the Superman too, because, you know, why not, right? Anyway, but yeah, she got that for me at a yard sale, and she likes to, she plays with these because they're, you know, bigger size, go with some of her doll stuff, right? She still plays with action figures and Hot Wheels too, but she's a fun kid. So anyway, let's go ahead and open Guy. Spin Master made these. And I'm not really familiar with these very much at all, so I don't know if they're any good, or like I said, I've gotten some for the kids for Christmas and stuff, you know, but I've never personally actually like opened one and messed around with it. So, okay, oopsie, just knock everything over. Alrighty, well, at least it came out real easy. Ring is on the correct finger. There we go. Look at that likeness, though. That's a really good likeness. That's really, really good. Now, he's hollow, right? So don't throw him up against the wall. Like when I threw him against the wall to Castle Grayskull here, it is Guy Gardner. It might explode. Look at that cake, too. Damn. Damn. I was not aware of his game. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that cake is much nicer. There we go. But yeah, look at that. So he's got knees that move. I can do that. Got his Justice Gang, even though that's obviously a JL. Right? Anyway, okay. So yeah. And this is the only Guy Gardner they had. They had a ton of Superman, right? Only one guy. So I don't think my daughter's the only one that loves him. Oh, and my bunny rabbit, Dexter, was trying to get in and open this for Sarah. So that was nice. So we'll go ahead and get Superman out. Let's see if his cape's a little nicer than that one. Yeah, so this is like I don't know, but this feels more cloth and nice. That's like a plasticky feeling. So, of course, the likeness on that, fantastic. I tell you what, I wasn't aware that those are really nice. you know what, man? Those are really nice for kids. Especially if, like I said, if you had a girl that she wants some of her dolls to have superheroes to play with or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with crossovers. When I was a kid, G.I. Joe started coming back out with the tall G.I. Joes, right? And I had a cousin, she had Barbie stuff, and I had Rock and Roll and Snake Eyes and Blanca from Street Fighter in that doll size. And, yeah, we had a good time. So, anyway, yeah, we'll check out his articulation. Like I said, his cape is... Oh, it does have that on the back. It's like a sticker. Maybe that's a vinyl iron-on. I bet that's ironed on. It's vinyl. Don't know. I couldn't tell you to be for sure, but that looks nice. Really nice. Like I said, this cape is so much nicer than that one. But anyway, yeah, it's a good-looking Superman. And he also has that same articulation. There we go. Up, up, and away, kids. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty nice. If you've got kids and you want to get them something, but you don't want to get them something with a bunch of small parts, I would say this is the way you go. Of course, it's, like I said, they are hollow. So don't give it to a kid that's going to throw it against the wall or nothing, but you should be fine. Those are pretty nice. I like that. All right, speaking of pretty nice, we'll go ahead and move on to some of these other figures I've got, and then, like I said, I'll do everything against the Door to Castle Grayskull. Of course, I'm not going to throw my... That was way too expensive to throw. Do not ask what I paid for that. I'm embarrassed. The shipping for it was the worst part. That's all I'm saying. I got it from the company, right? I'd been better off driving to Paducah and picking it up personally. I'll tell you that much. I would have saved money. And yes, that is like an hour and 30-minute drive. So yeah, I'd been better off going to that down there. Anyway, okay, yes, sorry. So let's go ahead and go with. You can't have a Superman without a Lex Luthor, and. Did you guys know Luthor was one of my nicknames? Well, I have a drunk friend. He always say Luthor, but yeah, Luthor. That was my nickname for a little while. Because one of my drunk friends, again, got drunk, called me Luthor, and instead of Lucas, which is, you know, my government slave name. So that's where that came from. But yeah, he used to get called Luthor all the time. So anyway, look at all those lovely heads. I love head. I mean, what? He's happy there. He's asking, what dog? I mean, we didn't need all those heads. Let's just be honest. They're all great, though. I mean, they all look just like him. Of course, you got your baby kaiju. And I wish they made a bigger one than the one that he makes right now, because your figure isn't nearly, right? Like, you guys, I'm probably not going to get it, because I just don't have the room, but the Godzilla and King Kong versus Batman and Superman, you know, they got the little Superman for and Batman to be the scale, right? That would be pretty rad. But unfortunately, I don't have that. They didn't make one, and I don't have the one that they did make. And I think it only had... Uh-oh. That ain't no good. Oops, can you see what I did? I went to pop that, and I messed up the suit. Apologies, Mr. Luthor. Yeah, see, look at that. Oops, that's one of the first times I've messed something up out of the box, but it ain't no big deal. If I have him hold stuff or put him in the way of stuff for toy photography, or you're just really not going to notice it from certain angles either, so it was a little embarrassing. Sorry, I'm sniffly. My Flonase emptied out today. I used the last bit of it, and I don't think there was enough medicine in it. I have to go get the other bottle and finish up. But anyway, yeah, that's a pretty good... Looks just like him. Pretty cool figure. Let's get that. Hopefully I won't cut this guy. You know, odds are he's going to cut me. He's pokey. Alright. Here we go. Alright, focus. I did get a new phone. I think I told you that last episode. I'm just not used to using it yet. Well, he don't want to... There we go. That's better. I wanted to get up close, but... There's that cake. Excuse me. Let's get some Lex cake up in here, too. What do we think? All right, we'll go ahead and pop his heads out. Like I said, here they are. We got the... Here's that one. And here's that one. Yeah, so he's got another hand. His other hand's a little different, but not much, so I'll leave it. And then he also has a fist, so we can do, you know what move. Actually, you probably do. I don't remember it at the moment. A1, 1A, something like that. Anyway, A1 steak sauce. He was beating Superman with A1 steak sauce, which, in my opinion, you know, there's not much that beats A1 steak sauce. This is a weird video. It's going to get weirder, too, because you got to realize, like, it's going to be days before the next one, right? I could be in a completely different mood. I could be not sniffly. It's going to be weird. I'll tell you that much. It's going to be weird. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. Always fun. At least for me. I don't know about you. You might be bored to tears. I hope you're not. If you're bored for tears and you're still watching, though, that means you're dedicated to me and my swag. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with Mr. Terrific. He stole the show, huh? I'm so happy for him. The actor, he got to make up for that bull crap that they did to him as Darwin, right? Everybody thought that was dumb. It's like, he can adapt to anything, except that. You know what I mean? That's a little ridiculous. So, anyway, I just ripped that top off, because I'm a manly man that knows no bounds of strength. Okay, so he has a ball. He's got hands that have stuff in them for once. Wow, good job, guys. Honestly, I think that's a good idea. You know, we don't need to. You're gonna make me a bunch of hands, make me a hand with an accessory in it that I ain't gonna lose. I like that. That was a good touch. Good job, Todd. Now, if you'd only ship me my stuff. And there's his bent card. Apologies for the bitness. The bitness. Some of the business. I'll give you some business. There we go. I always love that I show you these stands like you've never seen them before, right? It's like, wow, DC stand, amazing. Marty, what do you mean no, Marty? Okay. Yeah, this is going to take a second. He's got all these faces, which means I'm going to have to glue one in, because you know what happens if you don't glue your hair and your faces in on these things and you put them in a box for a little bit? They come off. And then you can't find where they were in the box, so you've just got Guy Gardner running around like this. And that's horrifying. For all ages. I'm frightened. Good thing he's got a yellow lantern, right? Alright, well, give me just a second. Hey, Todd, he stole your balls. Your McGuire balls. You guys remember that when Todd was all about getting balls? Okay, so here's one mask. Or one face. Let's see if we can get a... Come on. That's the problem with shooting this thing with my phone and not a real camera. You're like, why don't you get a real camera? You've made 200 some odd episodes of this. Well, because one day I might not make any more episodes. I might have enough toys that I'm happy. I doubt that, but they come out with so much good stuff nowadays, and I apologize. I know it's not zooming in on these real well. But, yeah. Like I said, he's got Todd's balls. And that's what's important here. And I've decided to go with the I'm tired of your crap face. So there we go. I may probably keep one of the ball hands on him, and then switch to that. I'll take a toy photography picture later today about Todd's balls and call it, right, Baby Kaiju? It's so freaking cute, man. So freaking cute. Okay, and we got one more figure to go. I may just wait and make this an actual full episode and call it, man, because this is already like 14 minutes, man. I don't bore anybody to death. And of course, dumb me starts opening this box before I show it to you. So we've got the Superman robot, number 4. 4 is my lucky number. Okay, well, homie here has different eyes, is basically the best way to put it. We got a squinty eye here. Yeah, and see, I can't get a good zoom. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying. But he has a squinty eye there. He has a completely, like, slant close eye, in case you want to, I guess, replicate him being out of it. There is another slant eye. Not slant, I mean, like, half, you know, he's half cut. It's half covered, whatever. He's giving you the eye. And here's this. It's really red. Lonnie would have been happy with the Superman robots were in the movie. He would have been like, oh, so Silver Age. He'd been excited. So here's the articulation on that. Look at that. Look at that leg. You can get it up there. Woo, showgirl. Man, look at that. So I guess my next question is, and I am going to go ahead and what I will do is I'll stop this video. I'll finish it later when the other figures come in, and then I will do 2 separate videos, which will be this and the ending of this, and then also I will do an ending of, or then I'll do the Superpowers figures by themselves. So he does have a cloth cape with the metal in it, so that way you can give it poses. From what I understand, the Superman, I've looked at him, the Superman, which we'll see at the end of this episode, he's got multiple faces, multiple, more hands, and then a cloth wired cape like this as well. So that one is going to be one I use for toy photography up there, and the other one is going to go up by Lonnie, because honestly, I think Lonnie would love this movie, and I always love putting stuff near his, in memory of him up there. Hey, say hey, Lonnie. Oh. Anyway, so that's the episode so far. That's all my figures I've got for now, right? Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Castle Grayskull test, and then, of course, if something were to happen that all of these figures, no, that's weird. Oh, sorry, I was having a brain thing. All of these, if one of these figures breaks through, we'll just call it the end of the episode, right? We'll get all excited and make a victory video, and the other ones can just go with the superpowers. Nope. Okay, these are the ones I'm worried about. So, oh no, sorry, guy, and no Batman. Okay, we got Todd's balls here, so we're gonna get those T-spheres up. They are T-spheres. Ho, ho. Do we want to do... Now we're just going to straight fly in. Nope. Lex with the cut that I made, and I'm very disappointed in myself as a human for doing. No dice. Okay, and as you know, we're not going to throw those. We'll throw it and throw Baby Kaiju. No dice. All right, guys. Well, that's most of the episode, and we'll see you again here in just a couple minutes, but it'll be in the far future for me. Oh, crap, what if something happens really bad and it's like years and years in the future, and if my toys finally get here and it's like all post-apocalyptic? I guess we'll find out. All right, so we are one day in the future, and this came in, but nothing else. So I'm going to do this video, stop it, and then we'll go on to the next figures when they get here. This is going to be an interesting video, because I've been in like different moods and stuff, right? And like yesterday, I know I was really, right? So... Anyway, but this figure became available to me, and someone's like, oh, you got to read that comic anyway. So I'll open this up. Okay, so this is what the new movie is going to be based on, supposedly. So I'm going to just flip through the art here, have a little look-see. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, speaking of dogs, because Crypto's in this, apparently. Oh. Arrows. Poison arrows. Alright, fun. Yeah, I'll read that later. Art's not bad at all. I think it'd be an enjoyable book. Oh, hey, someone's here to see us. Hey, Moose, do I need to clean the basement up? Yeah. Did Daddy try and sell too many toys at the Metropolis convention and didn't pick up after himself, and now he's got that 10-pound weight limit, so he can't put his totes back in the right spot? Yeah, Daddy did that. Yeah. You should be ashamed. I'm sorry. Okay, back to the video. Sorry about that. I had to show off my moo. Anyway, there she is. Okay, so she does come with a card. There we go. Alrighty, cool. Here she is. She's got a sword back. Sorry, guys. That was weird. It's kind of flimsy. See some cake? Check out that cake. You can't really see anything. She's got that in the way. So, does that come off? What is that? So, yeah, that's something that stuck to her dress, I suppose, to keep it from... yeah. Okay, yeah, so she has... It's kind of like how that diaper works on the guys up there. Anyway, oh goodness, I just noticed that. Anyway, she was flying, I swear. She does have, as you can see, the cape with the posability. That's very nice. Of course, you know that one that I took back upstairs after that video is not here at the moment, so I can't compare it to show you. But anyway, there is the other Supergirl up there that I've got. I did a review on, and that's a good one too. Of course, I got some other Supergirls. There we go. Here's the "Don't Grab My Pussy" one, or whatever. Right? Don't grab. You can't grab my pussy. It's made of steel or whatever it was. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't keep up with that crap. Excuse me. Anyway, there are her hands. She has 2 extra fists for your fisting pleasure. So anyway, and I guess this is all we'll do since this is the only thing that came in. We're just going to keep doing it as they come in. It's going to be fun. It'll be a little different. And sometimes a little different's better. All right, ready? And, oh, no dice. She bounced. Okay. Well, see you in the future again. Okay, well, I'm still, yet again, waiting on action figures from our friends over at McFarlane Toys. So, I've got a couple of things more to open, and I've decided just to end the episode. It's been like 2 weeks, guys. I've been recording this over a series of 2 weeks. So yeah, we're going to start with this thing, and I've got a couple other McFarlane guys, and then whenever everything comes in together, we'll just do it together. How's that sound? So, apologies for everything not being awesome. So, as you can see, this is the giant pack of all the figures together. Great deal on Amazon. I wish I would have saw it before I got these, but my daughter wanted them. And so now I've got some for me, because you know me, I love guys. I mean, what? What you talking about? Hi, Perry. By the way, he isn't actually my official lawyer, but he is my alpha male consultant, Pericles. You can find him at Perry Alpha on X. You may not agree with some of the things he says, but he's a very attractive Greek man. I'd liken him to the modern-day Hercules. Oh, yeah. Very good. I almost wonder if that's just a little bit... I ain't going upstairs to get him, but... like the paint's a little more... I don't remember being that gold in it, but it probably was, and I'm just hallucinating because I'm on crack right now. Crack cocaine. Not really on crack, guys. Sorry. I know, sorry to disappoint you that I'm not on crack, but here we go. There's another Mr. Terrific figure. I'm so happy for him. It's like I said in either this video or another video or the whatever, like I said, good for him after that bullcrap they did with him as Darwin, right? The guy that can't, supposedly adapt to everything. Whatever. Anyway, so, and then we got our Hawk Lady. Bud man. Oh yeah, did we not look at the cakes? I don't know. I'm sure we did the cake on the other ones, but there's your cake there. Okay. So it looks like her wings snap on like this. Oh yeah, very nice. Good snap. It doesn't look like they flap. That's okay. Be careful with them if you buy this for a kid, because I'm sure it's going to snap. I'd almost bet money on it. Because some kid's going to throw her. Because, right, that's what you do with flying figures. You throw them. It's like against doors to Castle Grayskull. Stuff like that. What do we got here? What's this? Oh, we got her mace. Okay, cool. We didn't get his balls. But we got her mace. That's okay. I'm cool with it. Because if any one of them was going to have an accessory that was a... Oh, gosh, her wing popped right out. Look at that. It's frightening. Very sad. I'm sad for America. Because that wing popped out. Okay. Oh, did you hear it pop that time? Great. That's excellent. Okay. Yeah, so she doesn't have any neck articulation there. The other ones do, as you can see, but she doesn't. Just probably because of the hair. I'm sure it was just easier to sculpt it all together. Make it one piece. No big deal. That's all the stuff that's in it. Let's see. It's just a box where they're all wrapped together. A box that now goes into the trash bag of the infinite until it is taken to a landfill, never to be seen again. Nor to know for those to know that it was on an episode of Reno McDallas Reviews. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it. Speaking of hot girl, there we go. I finally managed to snag that one, right? That's awesome. I'm excited. You should be too. There we go. Dude, Lonnie be flipping out. I'm not a big, I remember Hawkman from like one episode of something when I was a kid, right? Like, and I'm not talking like the old stuff. Like, I think, was he in Super Friends like once or Superpowers once? I know they had the toy of him, and I had the toy without the wings, because of course I did. Probably 3/4 of the kids had the toy without the wings. Alrighty, here we got some hands for your viewing pleasure. Look at that. Delicious. Alrighty, so now we've got her card. For those of you in the reading abilities, here we are. Look at that. I can't read right now because my eyes are crossed. She comes with her mace. Or Morning Star. Or whatever you want to call it. Or your butt stuff. Look at that impressive wingspan. Okay? Look at that. That's how big that wingspan is. Can you see that? That's a good wingspan. Impressive. Impressive wingspan. Alright, so go ahead and anyway, there's her cake. And I wanted you to also see that wing articulation, how that kind of works. So there you go. There's that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool figure. They had like, I was upset because I didn't, manage to snag one when I was pre-ordering some other stuff way back when I was ordering my Superman stuff that I'm still waiting on, right? And they had like 6 of her at Walmart, man. They had less Ultramen than they did of that. So yeah, I wasn't going to get this, but then I decided for the toy photography, for the memes, for the love of the game, I needed to just go ahead and get him. Of course, there's that beautiful stand that they put with him. Okay, here is his card. Ooh, mysterious. Stop or my mom will shoot. I don't care what you say. I enjoyed that film. I went and saw it with my mom, I believe. Maybe my granny went too. I can't quite remember. I used to see movies a couple times. Like, I'd see them with my dad, and then I'd see them with my mom or my grandparents. Or we'd take other people with us. There's his cake. As you see, his goggles look a bit shattered. Shattered goggles. Shattered goggles. Maybe, perhaps. Okay, well, my camera is not... There it goes. Okay, and I went with these hands instead, these grappling hands, simply because I like how it covers up the wrist better, all right? And I know that's the dumbest thing in the world, because look, it's just like, I think it goes into the ball joint a little bit better. Not so much on this hand. Maybe there's just something wrong with that hand, but never mind then. If that's the case, let me try one more time. Okay, yeah, that's better. Yeah, see, it looks a little bit better. But see, it's got that extra touch of something there. Okay, I'm full of crap. Don't pay attention to anything I just said. It just snapped in better. The other ones, that one just didn't snap in. But I don't know, I kind of like the clawing idea. So, it'll be nice for back scratches and stuff like that. So, anyway, like I said, I've decided finally that this will be the end of the video. And then those McFarlane Toys will just come in, and they'll go at the movie special versions of Superman, and then the regular Metamorpho from the movie will just have to be part of the Superpowers episode. That's all I was doing. I've got other figures to make episodes with that come in, and so anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and get the business taken care of. We've already done the business earlier, as you know, premature business, but we can always do business again. I've had 15 minutes, no dice. We'll let the ladies go last. Okay, let's have a little bro action. See if these guys can all be Justice Bros. Or you know what? Let's just do it together. No, we'll let the girls be separate. But the Justice Bros? No dice. No dice. All right. McFarlane. I'm not going to lie, I didn't throw her very hard because I was a little afraid of that. That was a good loop-de-loop, though. She did a nice flip. All right. And no. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry about the weird episode. Like, this is a weird episode. I mean, they're all weird, right? But this one just all over the place. So, hope you enjoyed it. Be good to yourselves. And remember, free the figs.